Xavier was a 17-year-old boy who seemed to have the perfect life. He lived with his parents, Mr. Bobby and Mrs. Jessica, in a bright and beautiful home. He went to one of the best schools in the city. He had nice clothes, good food, everything a teenager could ask for. But even with all that, Xavier wasn't happy. Most people didn't know this, but Xavier felt empty inside. Every day at school, he watched other students laugh with their friends. Some played football together, some shared stories at break time, some walked home with people who understood them. But Xavier didn't have that. He wasn't bullied, he wasn't ignored, he just didn't feel connected to anyone. Even though he had loving parents, he still felt alone. Every afternoon, he came home, dropped his bag, and sat quietly in his room. He didn't talk much about how he felt because he didn't want his parents to worry, but they noticed. One night, Mr. Bobby and Mrs. Jessica sat together in the living room. They talked about how Xavier had changed. He smiled less, stayed in his room more, and always looked like something was missing. They wished they could fix it, but they didn't know how. Then one day at school, something small happened, but it changed everything. During art class, the teacher, Mrs. Flora, noticed Xavier sitting alone as usual. But this time, he wasn't just quiet. He looked lost, like he didn't know where he belonged. Mrs. Flora walked up to him with a warm smile and placed a blank sketchbook on his desk. "Try drawing something," she told him. "Anything you feel, no rules." Xavier didn't know what to draw. He wasn't even sure he liked drawing, but for some reason, that empty page felt peaceful. He started with one line, then another, and before he realized it, he had drawn a whole scene, a small boy standing in a big world, looking for a place to fit in. For the first time in a long while, Xavier felt something lift off his chest, like the lines on the page were giving him a voice he never used. Mrs. Flora saw the drawing and was shocked, not because it was perfect, but because it was honest. It showed how Xavier really felt, something he never said out loud. She gently told him, "Xavier, you're not alone, and you have a gift." That moment changed everything. Xavier started drawing every day. At school, at home, during breaks, it became the one thing that made him feel understood. It helped him express the things he didn't know how to say. One evening, he showed his parents a few drawings. They were quiet at first, then they smiled. For the first time in months, they saw something new in his eyes: peace. And soon, something even more beautiful happened. Other students saw Xavier drawing and got curious. Some asked him to teach them how to draw, some wanted to sit beside him during break, some just wanted to talk. For the first time ever, Xavier felt like he belonged, not because he changed who he was, but because he finally found something that welcomed him. From that day, everything shifted. Xavier became the boy who helped others when they were sad. He became someone people trusted, someone people wanted to be around, someone who was no longer invisible. His drawings didn't just fill pages, they filled his life with people, moments, and confidence he never had. And slowly, piece by piece, Xavier learned one of the most important lessons. Sometimes you don't need a big change to be happy, you just need one small thing that opens your heart again.